Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I did an Instagram Q&A video, so today I finally got some time to sit down and we'll be doing this video. I know a lot of you are already upset with me because I have not been responding to you on Instagram, but the thing is I usually do not use Instagram. I just sometimes use it whenever I feel like posting a reel or posting any stories or posts. But most of the time I uninstall it because I feel like it consumes a lot of my time. But I do owe you guys the answer, and so let's go. I'm excited to see what questions you guys have. So the first question is from Satyam. He says, "Didi, यो हार्वर्डमा अप्लाई गर्न अहिले स्ट्यान्डर्डाइज टेस्ट चाहिँदैन भनेको छ अनि ल्याङ्ग्वेज प्रोफिसियन्सी टेस्ट चाहिँ चाहिन्छ कि नै like IELTS TOEFLहरू प्लिज भनिदिनु न I want to try Harvard, it's my dream." It's really good to hear. हुन्छ नि, you should definitely apply to competitive colleges even if it seems you feel like it is out of your range, but you never know. You might be the perfect fit for the college, so definitely go ahead and apply if it's your dream. Better to apply than to regret it later. But regarding the language proficiency test, almost every university does ask for the language proficiency test, and especially colleges like Harvard or any Ivy League college, they do I think also consider the as our TOEFL score whenever they are considering admitting a student. So the higher the score, the more likely you probably will be. So the second question is from Swastika. Thanks for the question, Swastika. I'll read the question right now. "Hey Didi, I'm planning to study in USA. I want to thank you for providing us such a useful content through YouTube. I feel pretty educated watching your videos. You're such a bright, multi-talented girl I've ever seen, but I still have some queries regarding US undergrad studies. Would you mind clearing my queries? Thank you, Didi. My first question is work permit कस्तो छ? 20 weeks on campus मात्रै पाइने हो कि काम गर्न त्योभन्दा बढी नि पाइन्छ? And middle class family like me have to clear up loans taken from banks and relatives. म त्यहाँ आएर यो लोन पे गर्न सक्छु कि नै if I work hard plus study at the same time?" So yes, you are correct. Work permit is it's only for 20 hours, and the caveat to that is it's not applicable if you're working outside of the college. So the 20 hours per week that you can do only applies if you are in a college job. So if you are employed by college, then only it would be legal, otherwise it would be considered illegal. So work permit situation त्यस्तो छ. And other than that, I definitely understand like people like us will have to take loans for our studies because it's definitely not cheap to study in the United States. However, I also feel like the return is pretty good after you get a job. I feel like you will make a good salary, and then you can easily pay off your loan if you find a job, and if you are in a field that is in high demand, like I don't know, computer science or nursing or any engineering. I feel like these days it's in high demand. This question reminds me of something really personal. When I was in Nepal, my auntie who lived in Boston, she came here I think 10 years back. She used to tell me that definitely come here for your studies. The 4 years are going to be very difficult. There will be times when you'll feel demotivated. There will be times when you'll have no money to yourself, and so have that expectation in mind that for 4 years I probably won't want to be making any money. I might have to take more loans from the family or back home. But after that is when it really everything starts falling together. You have a good job, able to pay your bills by yourself, and you can have all this fun, engage in any sports you want, activities you want, and just live your life. So I think it's definitely worth it. All the hard work that you will be doing for 4 years is gonna pay off eventually. So keep that in mind. Not every day will be a day full of roses, but definitely after graduation things will get better and you will be able to pay your loans. So I hope that clears up your question. So let's see another one. Hello ma'am, this side Abhishek from India. I want to do my bachelor's in USA. I want some information, ma'am. I saw your last video in your YouTube channel that your channel got deleted, so I decided to text you Instagram. Please, thank you, it's so sweet. But yeah, my channel was deleted, but I have a new channel now, which is where I'm uploading this video. So definitely check, subscribe to this channel if you want to keep yourself posted on the videos that I will be doing, and I think this was not really a question, so yeah, just let me know whatever you have any query about, and I'll make sure to do a Q&A after this one, like part 2 kinda. Next one's from Ruben. Okay, hi Didi, so I'm a high school graduate from Nepal, recently got admitted to Ole Miss. Found you on YouTube. Well, TBH applied to Ole Miss after watching your videos on cost. Yay! I'm just looking for a quick advice on scholarships. I applied via Common App, so my application included my transcript, activities, achievements list, counselor letter of recommendation, and personal statement, but I didn't file a separate scholarship application. And I've received a small letter saying I've been admitted with no mention of financial aid at all. I received it yesterday, so would you recommend me to file this special programs and scholarship application, or just expect the financial aid office to email me in a couple of days? Yeah, so well, congratulations on your admission. I'm trying to think of how my process was like. I know that I had gotten accepted and I did not get the scholarship email or scholarship letter right away after my admission. I think there's some process that goes into it. After a student is admitted, they probably have to check with financial aid office, they probably have to check with other funds and all the possible scholarship that you might end up getting. So I think it's a bit of a lengthy process, which is why you probably didn't get those 2 letters altogether. So when I was applying, I didn't file a separate scholarship form. That's all I can remember, but I don't know how things have changed. If they do not respond to you, try following up with the university admission officer and see what the situation of your financial aid status is, and if they're saying that will not be able to give you financial aid without the scholarship application or something, or if they are demanding you some extra documents or application, then I'd say go ahead and do that. But I think the best point of contact for you here would be the university admission officer. So just try to catch up with them and see what the process looks like. Sorry, couldn't be of more help. Shreya, hi Di. Money अब apply गर्ने सोच्दैछु कि तर I'm a little confused about my major. CS दिएर अब green card पाउन नि कतिको गाह्रो हुन्छ. So I mean, green card process is not really that dependent on major. Like, as long as you have a job and your employer is willing to sponsor you, it should be that should be the process, and it's going to be same for if you are an arts major or management major or CS major. It really depends on employer, and if the employer is going to sponsor you for a work visa or green card. So it really depends upon the company. If the company that you're working for says that we don't do sponsorship, we're just hiring you temporarily, then obviously green card pauna garo huncha. But most of the tech companies, they do sponsor for H1B, and most of the companies do direct green card process. But specific to my company just applies for work visa, and if I get the work visa, then they'll start the green card process. I don't know if that makes sense, but getting the H1B lottery is a tricky thing because it's a lottery. So I didn't get selected last year. I have 2 attempts left, so please pray for me that I get into the H1B lottery. Yeah, the green card process is the same for everyone. Just depends on your employer. So I guess the bigger question we have to ask is, which major will allow me to find a company that will sponsor easily. And most of the time it's either the frontline workers like nurses or doctors, or the tech industry. Mandalorian, hope I pronounced that right. Hello, I'm from your YouTube channel. Do you know anything about applying for masters in US, like scholarship and all? I think it's a very vague kind of question. I mean, I haven't personally applied to masters, but I think the process is pretty much similar to applying to undergrad. You'll have your GRE or GMAT, and your TOEFL score or IELTS score, and letter of recommendation. I think is very important when it comes to applying for masters. I think that's one thing that's different from undergraduate is they would want to see your recommendation letter from your professor from the undergraduate. And I don't know, but yeah, that's I guess you can find a ton of resources online. But let me know if you have any specific question that I would be able to answer. I'll be happy to. So next question is from Diksha. Hey Sanskriti, मैले तिम्रो भिडियो हेरिरहेको हुन्छु and you got full scholarship for studying USA. I want to know that full scholarship पायो भने कति कस्ट लाग्छ ओभरअल अनि कति ब्याङ्क ब्यालेन्स देखाउनु पर्छ full scholarship पाएको कन्डिसनमा. You can reply me or you can make a video on this topic. Sure, Diksha. So thanks for watching my video. And yes, I had gotten a full scholarship. Even though I had full scholarship, I had to pay a lot of other miscellaneous fee like insurance, and the insurance is the biggest I can think of because it was $2,000 per year, and several other like housing expenses and food expenses. But I feel like it's pretty doable. I think that's the only if you get a full scholarship, then it's definitely 100% worth coming here, because for your living expense and your insurance, I think it's pretty manageable if you do the legal 20-hour on campus, 20-hour per week on campus job, and if you do summer internship or even do summer job that's related to your major, then I think it's very manageable and to be honest, very worth it. So definitely look at that. And full scholarship पायो भने कति cost लाग्छ, like I said, it really depends also in the university. Like some university allows you to take like another insurance, like not the insurance that's affiliated with college, but some other insurance which is gonna be cheaper. If that's the case, then it's definitely gonna cost you low. And also, like if you decide you don't want to live on campus, you decide to rent a room off campus and live with other Nepali friends or friends from anywhere else by sharing the room, then that way you can cut down your expense. So it really depends on your lifestyle and your college expenses that you can't really avoid, the mandatory college miscellaneous expenses. So yeah. And also another question was full scholarship पायो भने कति देखाउनु पर्छ bank balance मा. So I think after June 2016 they really removed that criteria that you would have to show the documentation to the visa officer about this much is in my bank so I can pay. So you no longer have to do that, show the bank balance, because they knew that almost all the bank balance were fake. But in my case, I actually had shown the real amount because I hadn't done it from consultancy and I didn't have the fake documents. Also, I was very scared, so I somehow told my parents to arrange the money from wherever possible. It was a bit chaotic. I don't even want to think about that, how we did that, but yeah, I had to show about $42,000 in my bank, and it could not have been done without my family, relatives, and all that help. But thank God you guys don't have to do that because that's not a requirement anymore. But circling back to your question, usually it's whatever amount is shown in your I-20. You should be able to show the visa officer that you are able to pay off that money. But don't worry about it, because even when I was doing it, I think my cost of attendance, it was showing about $19,000 per year after scholarship, which was kind of insane. So don't worry, it does not cost that much. They usually just put all the expenses that's just to be on the safe side, they put a lot of expenses like for the estimated cost of attendance, but it does not end up costing you that much every year, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so this video is already becoming a bit long, so I'll just pause it here and let me know if you have any other questions that I'm able to answer. I know when I put myself out here in YouTube, you guys will have questions and you guys expect the answer, but sometimes I just don't get the time to, you know, reply individually to all of you, so please keep the patience. I'll make sure to respond to all of you in Instagram and YouTube whenever I install Instagram, but you know, I usually do look at the comments in YouTube and try to answer at least. So yeah, and I hope you all are safe during this Omicron time. So take care of yourself and all the best for your application. Remember, it's not end of the world. Remember, everything happens for a reason, and you know, you guys are going to do great and end up in a great place. Bye.